guys. So I promised a video about the new stuff, and I have a giant box over here. Like, not kidding. Like, giant box. See, this giant box contains a bunch of brand new warmers, and it has 20 new scents. It's exciting. You might hear some noise out there because my husband is out helping the kids with their homework and helping one of them make dinner. It's pasta night, so it's an easy night. Anyway, this is my giant box of stuff. So we're going to go through it. I'll do the scents last, I think, because that takes a little bit longer. Like a flap. There we go. And this, how cool is this? Look at, my husband built this. We had an idea. We made a shelving system the other day for event displays, and then made this to match it. So this is the front, and then the back. So that way I can put warmers on top and plug them in, and then use the front for night lights. But I love it. I'm happy with it. Okay, so first warmer we have, I don't know if you guys can see that. It's called Fruit Crate. And it's what it sounds like. It's actually really cool though. It's got some neat little features. And I have not opened any of these yet. I opened the box and took out like the 8 million miles of packaging paper, but I have not opened the warmers yet. So this is my first time getting to see them up close. They had them at our spring training event, but I didn't get a chance to go up and see them. This is so cool. There's really cool texture on it. So, one neat thing to start with, this is an element warmer. So there's no light other than the little tiny light that tells you that it's turned on. So, let's see, which way does it go? That way. Plug it in. These are brand new outlets, so they're a little tight. Okay, so when this one is turned on, that's the only light you get. The itty bitty light. Okay, so it's got really cool texture on it. It's not flat and smooth. It's actually got some waviness to it and some different texture. It's a little bit hard to see on camera, but it's got really cool texture to the sides of it. And then one side has peaches and the other has apples. So you can turn it around and put it either way on display, or you can have it sideways so that you see the front and then just the sides, and then put the light maybe towards the back, towards the wall. So that is the Fruit Crate warmer. That's really cool. I like that it's got 2 different sides to it. It's kind of a neat little aspect to it. Okay. Side. I'll pack them back up later so I don't waste too much time. Okay, what else do we got? This is my favorite. This one is extra awesome. So this one is called Colors of the Rainbow. This one is so cool. This is taking a little minute to set up because it's a 2-part. This is one of our lampshade warmers, so it's got the top part of the warmer in here, and then the base is separate. But this warmer is really special because it is handmade. These glass pieces are recycled bangles from India. Women there wear them, you know, they were saying, you know, they wear them pretty much all the way up their forearm. They can wear, you know, 20, 30, 40 or more bangles. They're glass. Each color has a different meaning, and I'm going to look it up and try and find out what they all mean because I think it's really cool. So these are recycled glass bangles. They are actually made in India, so they're really cool. Like, these are amazing. All the different colors on here. How awesome is that? And then the detail of the bangles being sideways around the top and the bottom. So it's the same on the top and the bottom. You could flip it either way if you happen to like the colors better a certain way. Here is the top ring. Get it all taped shut. See, I haven't opened it. So the ring sits on top. And this has got the little glass dish. That's where you put your wax. I'm going to have a stash of warmers back here by the time I'm done. Okay. Light bulb. This uses a 25-watt bulb. I really like they're doing this now. They're putting the light bulbs in their boxes in the warmer. They're less likely to get jostled around and break that way, which is really nice. Okay. So this has a cement colored base, they call it. Put it in the back. Put in the light bulb. And I can show you guys. Get in here. Light bulb's being silly. Sometimes with these bases you have to put a little bit of oomph onto the light bulb to get it to go, and this just sits right on top. There is a little groove in the ring, and that's where it sits on the outside of that. Let's see. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. I know the camera honestly doesn't do it justice when it's lit up, but it is absolutely gorgeous lit up. That is beautiful. So this is Colors of the Rainbow, and it's one of the new lampshade warmers. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Put that over here. I have a feeling I'm going to run out of room here pretty quickly. That's okay though. Make it work. That piece is over there. Okay, what is next? Let's see. Ooh, let's go with Darling. Darling is another two-piece warmer, but it's completely different. This is a whole new style of warmer, and they are gorgeous. The warmer of the month for April is this style of warmer, and it's so pretty. I have one already, and it's gorgeous. Not this one though. This one's a little bit. Okay, so these warmers. This is the base of the warmer. So that's the outside piece of it. Open the light bulb. See, I didn't open any of these. This is all new. It's exciting. Come on, light bulb. Oh my gosh. There we go. The light bulb. So again, this one is called Darling. And this is a whole new style of warmer. Okay. Just as is. It's just plain white. It's really bright like that. But it has another section that makes it special. This particular one is purple. Ooh, pretty purple. So, Darling has a sleeve. There's a piece, see, it's a cylinder. This particular one's purple. Goes down inside the warmer. Whoops, where's the little notch for the cord? So you have to line that up. Otherwise it's not going to sit in there right. Okay, so the sleeve is in there. And the dish goes right on top. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Okay, so even turned off, that's really, really pretty. This is the Purple Darling warmer. Ooh, really bright. Look at how pretty that is. Oh my goodness, I love that. And there's also a blue Darling warmer as well. Doesn't really show the colors that well on the screen, but the cylinder you can actually see the color through. That's so pretty. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we have that. Put these pieces in here. They're doing math out there. That could be interesting. Sorry, guys. Put that right there. And then put this up here. I'm gonna run out of room, but it's okay. I'll make it work. Alright, what do we have next? Oh, that one's heavy. Ooh. Okay. So this this one, I don't know who saw my post asking about who likes pineapple decor. You see why? It's called Southern Hospitality. Bits of cardboard. Open. Evan's making horse sounds out there. He's very silly. This one has foamy bits. Here is the top. It's so funny. I was at Michael's yesterday, the craft store, and I saw pineapple decor while I was there. And white pineapples too. So you could, if you like this style, you could totally go to Michael's and get like a couple of the decorative pieces, and then you could get a warmer to match. So this one goes like that. What piece just goes on top? Let's see. I'm silly and I'm gonna line it up. There we go. So this is another element style warmer, so it will not glow. So that's plugged in and on. It's still just the solid white piece, but it has the little light on the back when it's turned on. So this one has no separate inside dish. It is still two pieces. See, look, it shows you where to line it up. I don't know if you can see. There's a little knob on here, and then there's a little tiny groove on the top of there, and it lines up right there. See, ta-da! So this is Southern Hospitality, and it's probably 7 inches or so tall. It's good sized. Not too tiny, not too huge. Cool. That's so fun. I like it. Okay, put that away. All the bits and pieces. Alright, what else do we have in here? Oops, that's heavy. What's that? Oh. This one is funny. So we have a line of retro warmers. If you have not seen them already, there's a bunch of cute ones. There's a teapot. There's all sorts of stuff. Right now there's roller skates. I think the roller skates are retiring. They're really cute though. But there's a few different retro style. There's a camper, a couple different things. This one is called Telly, and this is hilarious. This one is a little bit more detailed in terms of parts. So when you open it, inside there's the cardboard. There's going to be the top and 2 other little packages, okay? So these 2 are the antenna for the television. And look at this, guys. Look. They're actually little telescoping antenna. And you just push them into the spot here. This is hilarious. I love this. The other antenna. That's great. So you can have them up or down or in between, whatever you want. Oh my goodness, this cracks me up. I love it. Look! It is a vintage television. How funny is that? And this is another element warmer. So turn it on, and there isn't a light from it, but it's got a lot of neat little details. So the front, you know, it's the screen and the dials and the speaker, and in the back they even have like the little details of where there would have been vents in the back of the television, and this is the only light coming out of it. But these are so funny. I love these. These crack me up. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that is Telly. It's a new retro style warmer. So funny. I love it. That just cracks me up. I love those kind of warmers. They're so much fun. Okay, what do we got? Oh my goodness. They packed this one inside of a sleeve. What is this one? Oh, this one's cool. This is so neat. Okay. Oh, there's one more cool little thing down here. It's exciting, guys. Okay, This is Daisy Lantern. This one, as you can tell, is not a small warmer. This is a big one. Super, super cool though. Multiple parts. And you open it, you take out the top piece of styrofoam, and there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. Okay, so we have the light bulb in there. There's a sleeve inside of it. Oh my gosh. So many pieces. This is one of those things, when you open this warmer, you unpack it slowly because you want to make sure you don't miss any parts. Take your time. Oh, that's so cool. Move this over here so it's on the way. That is so neat. Okay, put this foam in here. Get that out. We don't need that. That out of the way. They put a little bit of, I'm going to leave that on there for now, but they put a little bit of foam on the handle to protect it. Cool. I love how carefully everything is packed too. That's so nice. Ooh, how cool. Okay, so the insert is actually bubbled. That's really neat. So the glass isn't just plain solid, it's textured. That's so cool. The outside is smooth, but the inside you can actually feel the little bubbles in it. Very like vintage antique barn kind of style. It makes me think of. Okay, so that piece sits inside, kind of like the glass of a lantern. The cord is wrapped in this so that it doesn't scratch anything. Very smart. Okay, we're going to plug that in. Oops, got the light bulb, that's kind of important. You have bits of styrofoam everywhere from all these warmers. Okay, there we go. Put that in there. Get in there. Oops, got it crooked. If you have bigger hands, I would suggest, that's on. I'm gonna unplug that real quick so it doesn't burn out my light bulb. I would suggest putting in the light bulb and then putting in the glass insert. That keeps going crooked. Actually, I think I'm gonna take the insert out really quick and put the bulb in that way. See, that way you have a lot more room for your hand. And get the bulb in straight instead of trying not to bump around and putting the bulb in crooked like I was doing. Uh oh. Sorry, guys.
Turn around.
Somebody got in trouble out there.
Read it out loud.
Okay. Put that in there. Plug in the warmer. Whoop. There we go. That's so cool. So this is a bigger warmer. This one's probably like 8 inches tall. That's a good size warmer. There's the glass piece in there. Pretty, pretty. That's so cool. Where did I put the top? Forgot to get the top out. Whoops. There's so much paper. So much packaging. So this one is a little opposite of some other warmers as far as packaging goes, because the lid is in the bottom. Don't throw away the packaging. If you're sitting there going, where's my dish? It's in the very bottom of the giant box. Okay. And it's just a clear glass dish that sits right on top. That's so cool. That is such a pretty warmer. Look at that, guys. How pretty. It's making really cool patterns. That's really neat. Pretty, pretty. So this is the Daisy Lantern. Whoa. And the one last thing I'm going to do for this video is the warmer stand. The warmer stand is really cool. This one is a cord concealing warmer stand. These are really nice when you have a place where you have the warmer fairly close to outlet, and then you have like whole bunch of cord that you're like, well, that's kind of not pretty. I don't really want to see that. And you're left trying to try and hide that. Oh my gosh, that's in there tight. Oh, oh no. That is the coolest though. So I use one of these warmer stands myself. I have a warmer on my server. And I don't really want to see all the extra cord. So I use one of these stands for it. I'm going to use it with the fruit crate because I'm less worried about dropping that one. I'll move this daisy lantern down. Okay, I'm going to show you guys how I do this really quickly. I know this is kind of a long video, I'm sorry, but there's a whole bunch of neat stuff. So, I wouldn't use this particular warmer with this stand. It's not the right shape for it because, you know, it kind of hangs over the edges. But we do have rectangular ones. This is our newest warmer stand though. It looks like a cut piece of wood, which is really cool. That would actually look really nice with a daisy lantern. Let's see. Oh, look at that. That's so cool. Okay, so just for cord wrapping purposes, see underneath there's these two little pegs that are screwed in place, see it? And then there's two holes in the back side essentially of the stand. What I like to do is I pick whatever side is going to be the back of the warmer and I line it up with those two holes. This is, like I said, not one that I would actually use with this because it doesn't really fit size wise. Okay, I flip the warmer upside down, I put the cord through, and then I start wrapping around the pegs, but I personally like to have the switch exposed on this. So wrap it around enough time so that you can have that little switch hanging out, and then I take it and I turn it so that all you have is that switch hanging out. Okay, so then you can just wrap it around the bottom, just wrap it right around the little pegs. It doesn't have to be around there super tight, just as long as it isn't flopping around everywhere while you're trying to flip it back over again. Okay. You can make it as tight as you want. If your outlet's really close, you can make it shorter. But as you can see now, there's just a little bit of cord and the switch. So when I flip it back over, there isn't 6 feet of cord hanging out. There's just a little bit of cord hanging out. See, and because I saved the switch on the outside, you can still turn it off and on easily. Pretty cool, huh? So I have one of these actually underneath my Stargaze warmers. I think it looks really nice that way. It's really pretty. But that's how you use the cord concealing warmer stand. And that'll be it for the warmer video. Thanks guys. Bye.